So in this video we're going to learn how to add classes. This is basically how to add classes during a time when most classes are full, when it's really difficult to find an open class. And if you're looking for just a general education class in a section that you need, this is the best method to look for it. So what you're going to do is go to the CSUN homepage. So this is www.csun.edu, and you're going to scroll down over to class search, which is right over here on the right side, and you got your class search up. If you're a first-time freshman, you've most likely already received the short list of general education classes recommended for freshmen. If you haven't received that, I can either email it to you or you can pick one up at the office. But the way you use that is you look at what you have there. This is basically, these choices are the majority of choices. They don't have everything that you can take for general education, obviously, but they have most of the lower division general education classes that most freshmen take and that are also recommended for freshmen to take. So you have several sections. Again, these can be taken in any order. You can take these anytime in any order before you graduate. There are different kind of difficulty levels in each one. A lot of students usually start with arts and humanities their first semester. Now, the way you would use this for the class search is you can either go per class, so you can look for example, if you're interested in Music 105, you can go and search Music 105, and you can just say music, just like that, and search and find it that way. That's one way to do it. Another way to do it is if you're just interested in arts and humanities in general and you want to take a class there aren't very many classes open, and so you just want any arts and humanities general education class, you can search by the section. So what you do is first note that a few things here that we're going to look at. First, note that you are on Plan R, which is the case for many students for the last 10 years. If you've been enrolled or admitted to CSUN in the last 10 years, you're on Plan R for general education, most likely. The other thing to note is the section you're looking for, arts and humanities. And so what we're going to do is go back to the class search here, and instead of putting a specific class, we're going to leave this blank. Then in the additional category, we're going to choose the plan that you're on, and that was Plan R. And then when you get the GE sections come up, you can actually search for the actual section, and this is critical thinking, math, and we want to go down to arts and humanities. And now it's going to search only arts and humanities. The additional thing that we want to do is we want to look for only open classes. So you want to click there to find only open classes, and then you're going to do the quick search, and this is going to give you pretty much all the choices that are open right now for arts and humanities. So these are all the choices here. You have some classes that you, as a first-time freshman, you may not want to take. For example, this is a 300 level class that might not be good for you at this point. You might not be able to take it. Most likely if you're a freshman, you're not even allowed to take it. That's another video to look at regarding upper division GEs, but they have classes like Art 100. You can choose Art 100 and you have to take the lab with that, or Art 110, that's another choice. However, one more thing to know is that you always want to expand the class and make sure that it doesn't have any specific consent. This class in particular doesn't have any specific consent, so that means most likely you can add this class. It should be fine. The other thing to note is that this is a lower division class, so that's good. It's below 300 level. And then if you want to really make sure that it's okay, you double check with the list here, and you see that it is one of the recommended classes, so that should be a good class to take. Continuing on, if you look at maybe another example, Art 124A. Now, this is what I was talking about. Under consent, this one has department consent. That means this class is designated for a special group. If you want to know specifically what group, you can click on the notes or the details, and it'll tell you. But generally, these classes are not for everybody. You can't add them. You'll get an error if you try to add them. So really the best thing to do is just choose another section. And those are just some examples here. Again, this is Art 124 is already on that list here, Art 124. And you can just continue going on and seeing what other sections there are. You can also do it with social sciences. Same process. You go back, keep it on plan R, and you're going to go to social sciences, show open classes only, and search that. Once you get your list, there it is. 200 level class, maybe, but most likely you're safer with these 100 level classes, and make sure that these are all classes that are on that list. So 150 is going to be here. That's under social sciences. Geography 150, so it is a recommended class. That's good. If you look at Geography 330, for example, that's not going to be on this list, and the reason is because it's a 300 level class. So that's how you look for classes when everything is full.